What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Just give me a little update from my last video. As you guys saw, back from the dead, right? Actually a week ago from now, posted this, kind of got back into the rotation of trading, breakout, stuff like that. And I was talking about, first of all, we were comparing eBay to what it had been and to what it is now. Not really going to go talk about that anymore because that's over with. But I did update you guys on the positions I had with paper money on two companies. I had Spot and I had App. Okay. Now, from the looks of it, if you guys even watch the video, you guys would know that this is not good because I'm pretty sure. Okay, no, this is App. So you can even look at App right now. We can start with this one. It doesn't look very good, and that's because it's not. Now, this one, obviously, I lost on the contract. I lost the position. I lost money. But I'm actually not upset with this one because, and if you watch the video, it was an early decision, okay? I had entered a contract for calls for 85, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 85, like these highs or whatever, before it had even like started to go up, if that makes sense. And one day it was up like $100 or maybe it was up like 50% or some shit. And this was this day where it peaked at 87, right? So my contracts were up for one day and then it kind of just crashed down. Now, personally, this is where you would buy. This is the day you would buy. I bought like 3-4 days earlier than this, so like during this consolidation right here. And to be honest, looking back at this is probably not the best idea. Now, App did have a pretty strong move up and then it kind of went sideways kind of towards down, right? And so during the video, I explained to you guys I kind of had like this pattern going, right? So if it broke that line, I would get in. Obviously, that day where it kind of thins out and then breaks out would be the day you buy. Personally, I'm not mad that I lost on this trade because I was either expecting this to happen, right? Not every company is going to skyrocket to the moon and double the prices or whatever. I came in early, and if it lost, then it was my fault, right? Because I didn't follow the full trading plan. Although, for Spot, Spot was kind of like another one that was a good setup. Honestly, saw this, right? It's extremely strong. I mean, like, just look at this past month. Just absolute, whoops, what the fuck is going on? Just absolutely fucking crushing it. Even on the week, it looks like it's consolidating and wants to break out. And as you can see, that week where it broke out to 331 was these 2 days, right? Now, I bought this stock right around, I'm pretty sure it was like that day. Here, let's, if the video would fucking load, to be honest. Okay. I bought it the day it peaked, basically, like right before it peaked. So right on this day, like right when it broke those highs, I bought it here, right? And that's what you were supposed to do, right? Because that's when it broke out of that range. That's when it breaks those highs, right? You buy it on the day it has volume. It spikes in volume. As you can see, all this volume is dying up. And then this only day where it breaks all that volume is that day. So technically, this is a qualified breakout. I didn't go early. I didn't go late. This was the perfect time. I had that perfect 5-minute entries, all of those highs. Pitch perfect, right? Only problem is it actually ended up reversing right away. And this is some of the risks you take, right? And it hit low day, and that's that. That was the end of it. Usually what you're supposed to do is you're waiting for this to like go up for a few days, and then if the price starts to retrace back to the EMA or like go under the EMA, that's when you close your position. But in this case, I was already down like 60% when it came like around this low day. So I was like, let me cut it here. It's not going to magically come back up. We know how stock works. The contract got fucked right away. I did like set it out for a week, right? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 days left to come back all the way up to here is, no, that's not possible. So I cut this one short. Obviously it didn't work out. But that's that, I mean, that's another flaw that I think I'm noticing now is that the time period and the time it took for this to consolidate, right, to kind of get into that breakout motion and set up the way I want it was too long, right? For these ones, this is like almost perfect. It takes a few days and then it breaks out. It takes literally 3-4 days and then it breaks out, right? It doesn't take a whole fucking 2 weeks to set up. It could for some companies if it's really tight. But you can see here, right? We had spike up here, spike down here. Sure, it held the 9, but it didn't really, here it held, slipped even more, held, and then Spotify. Personally, if you guys remember what I said last week, what happened with the investors and what happened with the price, right? So Spotify rose their monthly subscription up to $13. Obviously, consumers were definitely not happy about that. But if you think about it, in a couple months, who's going to argue, right? This will only last for a few days, few weeks, maybe, not even a month. And then after that, people will forget. They'll start paying $13. And guess what? Investors like that because that's more money for the company, which means their next earnings are going to be really, really fucking high. So if you buy right now and their earnings are, projected to 376, you're going to be making some good fucking money. So that's why when I saw this breakout, I was like, this is perfect. It's about to head up and not keep consolidating, right? So Spotify's out of the question, but that's that. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. Obviously, I'm not into GameStop. I just want to talk about GameStop real quick. What's happening right now is absolute history. This is what we saw literally a few months ago, right? Which is absolutely crazy. Obviously, it's not the full same like effect and impact that happened up to $500 on GameStop, but it's definitely something that's happening again. I don't know if you guys saw Roaring Kitty lost like another $50 million off of this candle right here, and then now he's probably back to 150 million. So he's definitely losing a lot of money right now, but I mean, just fuck it. Anyways, the last position I want to talk about that I'm in currently, which is doing absolutely fantastically well. I bought this one yesterday. It's up 71% at the moment as we speak. This is FSLR. Personally, I didn't read the news. I didn't see anything on this. It was just something that came up in my watch list. I liked it. I saw it set up. I marked it in setting up. And then once I saw this candle, I knew it was time to go because this is the time that volume picked back up. Buyers were getting back in the market. It was getting back above the 9 and it did not want to slip. Personally, looking at the month on FSLR, really, really good, right? It's been a really good company. It's almost about to reach its all-time highs. I say almost, it's about, $20, $30 off. Not bad at all, okay? The week, also very strong. It's also looking like I think this is called a bear flag, where it goes up, has a few bearish candles, and then that's when you mark the flag, right? It looks like I don't know if you've ever been to the beach, but it's like it measures the wind, right? And so at the end it gets really, really tight, and that's when it spurts out. And obviously, as you can see, that's exactly what we had, and that's that spurts out that we're looking at, which is the breakout. I bought this stock yesterday. Now, personally, I bought it with fake money. I bought around $800, almost $900 worth of position. I bought one contract, which is extremely risky, I know, on this day. And the cheapest contract I could find was for $285. So $285 is right here, right at these highs, right? And now it's at $292. So that's pretty good. It's definitely in the money. I'm definitely making money. But we need to go for another 3 days now for this full position to, fully exercise. It's up to, pretty sure I have it to 21st. No. 21st June 24. Okay, so it's up to Friday. So next Friday, it'll expire. So I have some time on this. Definitely trusting this company. Now, here's the thing. Here's why I like this a lot too. And I don't think this is a very good mistake, but it's definitely not a bad mistake here. It's riding the 9, right? Obviously, it had this massive, and I mean just massive growth in the stock. I don't have my TC2000, so I don't know the percentage, but it went from 198 to 280, which is just a pretty big move in my opinion. And then what does it do? It stops going higher, doesn't make new highs, but it starts going kind of down and going sideways. Or you can see it looks like a flag, right? It literally looks like a flag. Now, I'm not going to be, a nerd and be like, oh, this is the high, this is the high, this is the high. If you just follow the trend, right? Where is it going down? Where are the bodies ending up? That this is technically the line, right? These highs line up, this body lines up, everything kind of lines up like that, right? So personally, this is what I like to see. You don't have to do this, all right? That's that. And then the support, you can even say, you can literally go as far and say that's the support, right? That's the low. That's what it looks like. You can even go and say that that's that, right? That little channel down. So obviously on this day, when this candle is a full body and it's not wicking, you see all these wick. So it goes out, but it wicks, comes back up, it goes up, comes back down, goes up, comes back down. But this one's special. You know why? Because this one, not only did they slip under the 9, this one comes out of nowhere, touches that channel down, if you will, not only trades up, but stays up above the 9, stays up above the channels, and it doesn't wick, it doesn't come back down. So this is when you buy it, right? Usually you'd want to buy it, if you see this happening on your setting up, you would buy it on the 5-minute chart here. So this would be the entry day, if you will. Obviously, this is where it breaks. See this blue line right here? I'll mark it in mark it yellow. This yellow line is obviously when it spurts out. If you want to be a little more risky, and you can see there's volume in the day, you can buy it on that 5-minute high. So when this high breaks, you buy it on this candle, basically, right? That's how you trade it. And then honestly, now you just fucking wait. You just wait. And if this goes to shit, then it goes to shit, and then you sell your position. Obviously, I only have one, but if I had 2 to 3 positions right now, I would sell one position just to have some kind of leverage and just some kind of money there to have it there. And then I would let it go up, rise, and then if it fucks over, then I have, $100, $200, or whatever I made all of that first contract that I sold early on. And then if it goes and spurts out and breaks out to fucking heaven, then I had my full position. Unfortunately, here I have one contract, so I can't really sell it unless, I sell it now and make profit. But I kind of want to make sure I get the full profit, if that makes sense. Yeah, but other than that, that's all I have to talk about. FSLR, that's the only position. I have shares of NVIDIA. Personally, I don't think I have NVIDIA on my watch list, but NVIDIA, as you guys can see, it split 10 for 1. So right now it's at 121. So it's supposed to be at 1,221. That's literally what the ratio means. Yeah, but I'm just obviously NVIDIA is a strong company. It went up the first time. It'll definitely go up again. And then now that it's split, the theory is that it will go down a little bit, and then it will pick back up because people will be able to afford it. Options will be much cheaper, and shares obviously will be cheaper. So more people will be able to buy it, which means more volume, which means more going up. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.